Lights, camera. That was terrible. That was my slate. Hey guys,
Slate.
This is
The first episode of Shooting the Ship.
I totally forgot. We came up with the name just right now. So, we think it's cool. What do you think? Leave a comment. This is our first video on the channel. I'm excited. How about you?
First ever, so
First
I'm pretty
ever.
pumped.
Yeah, this is
You
cool.
all should be too, your witnesses.
Also, at the end of the video, we're going to mention stuff, some projects that we're working on. We're going to bring to your beautiful faces. Stay tuned for that.
How do you know their faces are beautiful? Okay, first up on the docket of discussion today, we're going to go with Better Call Saul Sweet Double Premiere. Very rare, too, for shows to do that, and I gotta say, other shows take note, maybe... Just saying, putting it out there. I thought it was awesome. What did you think of the show?
I thought it was awesome. I really liked it. I think it was a great setup for the rest of the season.
I'll be fair this time anyways and give a bit of a heads up. There will be spoilers in the next few sentences.
Spoiler alert!
Personally, my highlight for the first episode was seeing Tuco there at the front door.
Yeah, and you know, it's not just Tuco. There are lots of Breaking Bad references and characters that you're going to see in this episode, but Tuco, I was losing my mind. I was like, yes, oh my god.
The inner child came out that night to play.
Yes.
I found it hilarious that I found Tuco kind of actually mellowed out for, at least for Tuco's standards. I mean, he did break two guys' legs, which is...
Well, he wanted to kill them.
Yes. So, I mean, not entirely mellow, like a new man kind of mellow, but mellow in the sense that normally I'd kill you mellow as opposed to I'll break your legs mellow. So, I mean, there's a difference.
There's no negotiating with Breaking Bad Tuco.
How awesome, how funny was it seeing Saul like making some Cinnabon rolls.
That was awesome. And it just shows him working on Cinnabon. That's, you know, his life after Breaking Bad.
With his creepy little stash he has behind the counter.
Oh,
He's all paranoid whether or not that big bald guy's gonna come over and snuff him. Maybe pretty hungry too, I'm not gonna lie. Anyone else like Cinnabons? Cinnabons, do you want to give us a little promo deal, hook us up?
Tell him about your jersey.
Yes. In case y'all noticed, damn right I'm rocking the Blue Jays jersey. Guys, season starts in just over about a month and a half. April 6th in New York against the Yankees. So go Blue Jays. They should be good this year.
Yes, let's move down the street now. Toronto Maple Leafs been reported this week that they're going to do a complete rebuild of the team. What do you think?
I think it's about damn time. I
Yeah.
also thought it was pretty funny how I read that, not funny in a ha-ha way, but funny how Shanahan basically just left the team as is to basically show MLSE owners, this is what we're working with here, boys. No jewelry's coming to town with with this current roster we got. So made an example out of them basically and just used him to prove his point.
This was no surprise to Shanahan. He knew what he was walking into. He knew what he had to do when he signed that contract. I really agree with the players that they want to build around. Offensively, you have James Reneem's like top of the list there. I think he's a great player. I think he's a player that has lived in Phil Kessel's shadow for just a bit too long.
I'm not saying that just trade Phil, but if we can get some good draft picks and some good returns on him, why not? Well, I can't wait to see how Nylander looks coming up next year. Maybe be on the same line as Kadri and Van Riemsdyk. Who knows? Two centers, but we'll have to see what they both play.
Personally, I keep Komarov on fourth line. You might argue with me on this. I love him. He brings a lot of heart to the team. I love him.
I love Leo personally. I think we need a few more guys over here that are willing to drop the gloves, but also have much more skill than guys like Colton Orr and Fraser McLaren. That brings me to another topic we can go into any other of these days, whether or not teams need an enforcer.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you look back to 2 years ago when we made the playoffs, you can argue it was a half season, but we played consistent hockey. And I think a lot of it had to do with our intimidation factor. You had guys like Colton Orr and McLaren who really, stood their ground and was there for, the rest of the team. Anyone walking into the stadium knew that they're up for a tough game.
Next on the list, we're going to move on to Kanye ruining yet another awards acceptance speech. This time, not the VMAs from 2009 of Taylor Swift, but the Grammys with Beck.
Kanye stepped on stage, looked like he was about to say something, and then I guess common sense kicked in and he stepped off.
For once, common sense kicked in. We haven't seen that too often with Kanye when he's been in the public eye, and you can sort of see that moment in his mind where he's like, I don't want to pull another Kanye. Then I get off stage. Beck was just like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah,
who is this guy? Why
no
are you
idea
here?
what was going on.
So it felt kind of bad for Beck. I mean, I don't know how Beyonce feels, because
this is the second.
If I were her, I would be a little bit annoyed. Stop protesting against other artists in my honor, please.
Also, check out Jay-Z's reaction. I'm gonna have that in the description below. It is hilarious. He has just look of absolute fear.
He's like pissed off at first, kind of half pissed off, and then he just goes from half pissed to like just chuckling afterwards. I guess he realized maybe the camera's on him, getting a nice view right from below. Kanye amazingly did not stop there. In an interview afterwards next to Kim Kardashian and I believe Chloe, but went off more and actually said Beck needs to respect artistry and give his award to Beyonce. They need to stop messing with us if they want real artists to come to the Grammys. Kanye, stop being a dick and cutting off people when they're on stage. I mean, I like the guy's music. I find it kind of entertaining. The guy needs to really tone it down.
The music's great, but it's hard to get behind a guy like that because, I mean, here's the thing. Ed Sheeran, for example, right? Music's good. You also fall in love with the guy, too, because he's very humble, right? You look at a guy like Kanye West, and he's just the biggest douche in the world, and you just... You don't want to support a guy like that. You don't want to support his music. Now, here's something I thought was really cool. It's something called Hyperloop. It's like this concept, the form of transportation.
Fake Futurama?
Fake Futurama. Okay, if you know those tubes from Futurama, here's a picture right here. Think of that, except you're not just people flying through pipes. It's gonna cost a lot of money, $80 million to be exact. Well, it's gonna go really fast. Really, 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 really fast. Like, scary fast, I wouldn't do this. But it's gonna go 760 miles per hour.
That's insane. Personally, I prefer the Futurama method, you know, just a bunch of humans zipping around up there.
Yes.
Hoping we don't get hurtled into the pavement at 700 miles per hour, but that's just my childish cartoon-loving instincts.
I mean, if you really think back to other forms of transportation that have gone that fast, like passenger, for example, the Concorde, the last passenger plane to go that fast, if you search Concorde on Google, the first 3 images are going to be of its engines on fire while taking off. So, yeah, not a great track record for transportation breaking Mach 1. So, yeah. All right, so that's all for
today. Be sure to check out Roommates when we finally start kicking off some episodes. Join the site, join the Facebook page. It's Two Rocks and a Stone Facebook page. Make sure you like that shit.
Also subscribe here, or it's somewhere in this on one
here.
side. Yes, there will be a link right here
to our Instagram accounts, our Twitter accounts, and I believe we're making a Vine very soon.
Yes.
So make sure you subscribe to all that.
So, thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. If you like it, then like it.
Bye.